You guys, it's been a hot minute. Let us take you back a few years down. Hi guys, my name is Kosi Okoye. If you're seeing my face for the very first time, hi. I am a YouTuber based in Lagos, Nigeria. I own a fashion design business and a surprise gifting business, and you can say that I'm also a content creator. So, you guys, it's been a hot minute. Where have I been? What have I been up to since the last time I was on this platform? First off, you remember that when I was still on YouTube in 2023, 2023, I was a student. I was a student of the University of Benin, and in September of 2023, I graduated. Yes. So in September, I graduated. I posted a YouTube short about it, and in I think in October I came back to Lagos. Then in November of 2023 as well, I started my sewing business. Yeah. So if some of you that watched me far back as 2022 during the ASU strike, I mentioned that I was learning tailoring, right? So as at in November of 2023, I started my sewing business. Let's now move forward to 2024 June. In 2024 June, I went for my National Youth Service Corps NYSC, which I was posted to Kogi State, where I had my 3 weeks orientation camp. Honestly, life in the camp was so much fun. Life in camp was, in fact, it was a whole roller coaster ride. And while I was in camp, I was just wishing that God, I wish I am vlogging for YouTube. I wish I am vlogging for YouTube, because like I said in my previous video, YouTube for me is not only just a platform where I come create content, but YouTube for me is like a time capsule where I go and watch past memories. So I wish that I really vlogged my experience in my NYSC orientation camp. It was a bittersweet experience, honestly. I made sure that I was active. I had joined cultural group. I had done this. I had done that. Camp for me was so much fun. I still say it up until this point that I thank God that I went for my 3 weeks orientation camp. I thank God that I did not exit camp, because in the whole of that 1 year experience, camp was the most fun experience for me in my service here. Anyways, I redeployed and I came back to Lagos finally. I worked a bit, but I later didn't work anymore. I went to another PPA, like I'm talking about my PPA experience, right? I had few months working in the airport with an organization, but then I left and I was working somewhere else, more like, just if you know what I mean. Anyways, last year of June, no, yes, June last year, 2025, I finished NYSC. Now that was when life started, literally. So after my NYSC, of course, I was pushed into the job market, job hunting and everything. And in my business also, my business was moving. At first, when I started my business, it was more of like my family members patronizing me, because I have a large loving family. So I was sewing more for my family members, right? And then later on, I started getting out and customers outsiders, right? So my business was moving, but I mean, not in the pace that I really wanted, but at the same time, it was moving. So when I had finished my NYSC, because you guys remember that I did study finance education, so I needed to switch career. So I did, I think that was around October, November of last year. I did some online courses and I switched career to a customer service representative. And ever since then, I have been job hunting in that aspect. Y'all, I'm going to do a dedicated video about life after NYSC and how it really has been, like honest life experience after NYSC for me. Moving on to early this year, because right from like 2024, I've always wanted to like do, own a surprise gifting business where I create gifts for people. People reach out to me to create love and intentional gifts for their loved ones, right? And for some reason, I don't know if I would say that I was just scared for nothing, literally. So I did start this year February with the like pushing of my sister, my mom, and like my friend. I had told them, oh, I want to do this, and they were like, you need to do it. Then I launched the business in January of this year. Currently, what is happening in my life? So nothing exciting is actually really happening. No, I would not say nothing exciting because I don't want to be ungrateful to God, but like I am still currently job hunting. While I'm just still job hunting, I'm just focusing on my businesses, and I would say that God has really been faithful. I hope I was able to fill you guys on what have really been happening in my life this past few years. The important events that has taken place in my life ever since I stopped filming YouTube are just the stuff that I just told you guys now. So I hope you all I don't even know what to say, but like yeah, that's what have like really happened. That's like the major events that have taken place in my life ever since I left YouTube. Anyway, if you've watched up until this point, that means that you are a real G. Like one love, one love. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I know that I have said this thing so many times in my previous video, but honestly I am so happy to be back on YouTube, and I am not leaving anymore. Like I am not leaving anymore. I am going to do it anyhow. I'm going to do it imperfect. I don't have to wait for everything to be perfect for me to just come back and do it. I'm going to do it anyhow with all the background noise. I know you guys have been hearing everything, but like with all the background noise, everything, I'm going to still come and film because sometimes, right, I always imagine, sometimes in my head I always imagine that where would my channel have been if I did not take this long break, if I did not take this, I mean, I never knew it to be this long, right? But like if I did not stop, if I just continued, where would I have been by now? Like where would my channel have been by now? I always think about these things so many times, but then again, what's in the past is in the past, and there's nothing I can do about it. Like I literally cannot change the past. What has happened has happened. What I can only change is my future and how I want things to start happening from now on, because no matter what, in as much as one cannot really control how the dynamic of life goes, but in a way you can still control how you want your life to be. So I've decided to take it anyhow I see it, take the bull by the horn, do it, come back scared, everything, destroy the spirit of procrastination in my life, and just come back. I digress. But anyway, there you have it. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I will see you in my next video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Okay, bye guys.